Hi, I'm Sarah from sarahkbrandiscontent.com. It is another hot day in London, so excuse the glare. There's literally sun bouncing off my laptop and fans going in the background, but it's too hot to turn them off. Today's short video is another marketing magic nugget, and this one is all about titles. So mostly I'm saying this for your blog posts, but you can also apply this to videos as well, particularly videos you're going to upload to YouTube. And it'll all make sense why, because YouTube is actually, because it's owned by Google, it's technically the world's biggest video search tool now. So it's not just an entertainment platform, it's got amazing SEO potential as well. So what does that mean for you as a business owner? SEO stands for search engine optimization, and if you've got videos on there where the title of that video answers an important question that people search for, it means you've got more chance of your video being shown in the search results, and that's really what we're going for with titles. So when you're writing a blog post, if you're a writer, it can be really tempting to try and think of like a fancy title, and it's something I used to do, and it was a mistake. The way to write blog post titles and video titles that get you found by new people, and that's really what you want as a business owner, is to write the title one, really simply, so it does what it says on the tin, and two, write that title as if it's the answer to a search query. So think about what your niche is. Let's take the example of an executive stress coach for women. So a coach who deals solely with women who are in, high executive, high stress careers. So if that's you, then you're looking for women who are executives and who are stressed. So you want to put yourself in their shoes and think about what you might type into Google search if you were desperately looking for help. And then write those titles to your blog posts as if you're writing the answer to a question. Obviously, the post has got to then follow suit and actually answer the question. So make sure that the title does very well describe what's in the blog post. But in the example I just gave, you might be writing blog posts such as top 5 tips to lower your blood pressure before going into a stressful meeting, 3 ways to decompress after a stressful day in the boardroom. So if the answer to this fictional search query is 3 ways to de-stress after a tough day in the boardroom, then what you want to do is then add to that a subtitle, or maybe the first line of text, if you prefer, that qualifies it further as definitely the right read for this stressed out executive woman. So if your title is 3 ways to decompress from a stressful day in the boardroom, then your subtitle might be for female executives. Better than that, if you happen to be a coach who has gone into coaching a certain niche because that was your past, then say that you've had that past, because that really qualifies you as experienced to write about it. So in simple English, what I mean is, instead of saying for stressed out female executives, say from a former stressed out female executive. So top 3 ways to decompress after a stressful day in the boardroom from a former stressed out female executive. Now, how well qualified is that for your ideal client, assuming that you're a stress coach? Obviously, we need to adjust this scenario for whatever your niche is. One additional thing I want to share, and this is, if you consider everything I've said to this point is basic, think of this as an intermediate option. So it's not for everyone. If you don't know what I'm talking about when I say SEO text snippet, don't panic. Just tune me out for the next 30 seconds. But if you do know what I mean, if you're sharing your blog post on a website that's built in WordPress or Wix or something that has Yoast or a similar SEO plugin option, then you will be aware that you can add an SEO text snippet. And how that works, obviously you just pop it in the box in your blog post, but how it works from the customer's end or the reader's end is that when they search in Google, if your post comes up, the title comes up, and then the text snippet comes up as a sentence or 2 underneath. So that can really help to give some great context as well. But that's additional and intermediate. So if it made no sense to you, don't worry about that for now. Let's just move on. So the best thing I can do here, really, rather than give you a list of examples that might entirely miss the mark, is to hand it over to you. So try getting out of your own head, because this is the problem. When you're the business owner, you know your business like nobody else. You know what you're there to do, but not everybody else does. So try putting yourself in the shoes of a future customer who's never met you before and doesn't yet know that they need you. What sort of questions do they have? What are their pain points? What can you address for them? What can you answer for them? And then write yourself like a short list of possible answers to questions, because those are your next blog post titles. And then there you go, you've started planning some content. You can then go and draft yourself some blog posts from those titles. So just give it a try. The best thing to do is get stuck in. I'll be back tomorrow with another marketing magic nugget for you. I will see you then. Bye for now.